Well, dude, if you stop and think about it, hold on, Mars. If you stop and think about it, the fluffiness of scrambled eggs all depends on how hard you whip them.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
People sit there with their fork and they got these fucking flat, lifeless eggs.
Call me old school.
We are.
I take a pan, turn on the heat with a little bit of butter or oil, whatever I'm scrambling them in.
Oh, and you just throw them in there.
And
you freaking spatula that shit. Oh, he's so vicious. So cruel.
I'm a man.
That's not... This is... Whatever.
I don't need milker to froth them. I need my eggs frothy.
You only put milk in the eggs if you want to... Like, if you pour.
My eggs are good now. Welcome back, everybody. It's been a while.
It has been a while. It's been a Coon's age.
It's been a couple minutes. What? We're gonna cancel already. I've been back for 20 seconds and I'm demonetized. I'm not even monetized, so it doesn't really matter. All right. Yeah, it's been a while. COVID kind of gave us a break. But yeah, here we are back. And
right where it all started. I think with almost the near original setup we used to have.
No, the original setup was that one microphone. We ran one microphone. I had a stack of books on old that.
Yeah, but I mean, the desk was here, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
So we're almost back to the original setup.
Yeah. The original setup though was that the camera was on a stack of books and a mini tripod.
Yeah.
There. So looking almost up at the thing, it was one microphone.
Shared between four guys and a bottle of whatever that shit was.
Yeah. No, the podcast I was talking about.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Yeah. You guys.
Then I
had to keep taking the bottle away from you guys that night.
You know how hard I've searched for that episode?
Oh,
there's an episode, and probably, even if I did find it, it would never make the
one where you guys accuse me of giving you alcohol.
Accuse you? It's right on the camera.
Where's your proof?
I don't have it.
See, folks?
The whole episode.
Always cover your
The whole episode is the four of us, me, Rich, Ty, and you. And we're just I don't even remember what we were talking about the whole time, because the whole episode, that was everyone came over.
It went through a few different things.
Probably.
We're talking about top 5 favorite movies. Because Tyler makes a joke, I guarantee you I know all of Charlie's scary movie 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Fuck you, scary movies is good. I do remember that, sort of. But we're talking about wrestlers.
The whole episode... there's a bunch of like beers and stuff here, and then I don't remember who brought what.
Rich brought a bottle of something cherry vodka.
Yeah.
Svedka. It was Svedka cherry.
The whole time, Charlie's like pouring shots as we're all chatting, and slowly just like maneuvering them through the beer bottles on the table to each person, and we all just like not even without batting an eyelash. Oh yeah, that's I
forgot I had a shot there.
That's the night.
2 minutes later, I got another shot there. Yeah, that's the night.
That's the night. Okay, we'll get to that. That's the night I disappeared. I ended up on the side of the house, passed out. That's the night that Rich and Jackie stayed. I think they were out on the couch.
Yep,
but that's the night that while that was going on, like we were outside by the fire and all that. While everyone's out by the fire, Ty is taking selfies of himself inside my oven
in the fridge with food. And all because you guys couldn't stop drinking.
Well, peer pressure.
I didn't tell a single one of you to take the shot.
Well, that's how weak our.
Yeah.
Hey, you should. Yeah, you're right. I should. I don't know what happened to that episode. Like, I did not like specifically delete it or anything. I was just like, well, this is never going to get uploaded, and I put it off to the side. Like, it was on a file somewhere, but I've gone through all my externals. It's nowhere to be found. I still think like Richard Ty probably like took it and deleted it.
A lot of it. They said it between the two of them. They said a lot of shit. Baby albums, bro. Remember?
What was it?
Baby albums, bro. Tyler.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And Rich even a couple
Baby
times.
albums, bro.
Even Rich said a few things. I'm like, oh boy.
Rich is usually politically correct on camera too. Pretty When someone says, "Oh, well, bro, hard R, bro."
Yeah, hard R, bro. But yeah, he cut loose a little bit that night.
Well, yeah, alcohol just kind of opened floodgates for everybody. Oh,
yeah.
But no, he had career changes. So, well, first the whole break, like I said in the whole intro thing, was the whole COVID spiel, and that kind of got in the beginning. We all like, all right, we're going to take a break, and well,
I don't think we all agreed on it. I think it was the hand that forced the hand was
we were forced to take a break initially. Well, I think not really, but everyone's like, well, I'm going to take a break because I don't know what the hell's going on with this whatever thing. And I think by that next summer, everyone's like, at least I was like, you know what, I quit, whatever. Whatever, you guys want to come over, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's like, I'm done with this. The constant rule changes. Like, it's like dealing with when I worked at the warehouse. Like, every time they change rules, you adapt to them, and they change them again. It's like, what do you, after the third or fourth time, you're like, forget it. Like, you get what you get, and I'm done.
No, my favorite, because I worked in a warehouse for almost 19 years, my favorite was after like the 7th or 8th rule change. So, wait, didn't we used to... Wasn't this the first rule? So we learned
how to reword them.
We learned how to predict, like, I guarantee in a couple of months we're going to have to do this, too. Wow. Oh, my God, you guys should run the business. We've been through this before, dumbasses.
Yeah. So after all that, and then you had the career change, so your schedule got shifted around. Now you're at 5 days a week.
Yeah.
So
working days. That's always fun.
It's the only good thing about warehouse life is you have a lot of time off. Granted, you need the time off, but you had more time off than I. You only had to work 3 days a week. Well,
I did the 4-day schedule and I did the 3-day schedule. I did both sides, and yeah, I mean, it's nice because middle of the week, like you said, you get a lot of time off. Most people did. They used it to recuperate. Me, I was very fortunate. My body was very, very good with recuperating, very fast. But, like, my biggest thing about it was on a Tuesday at, like, 11 o'clock, if I wanted to go to the mall and buy a new strap-on, a new hat. Mm-hmm. Hat. Nobody was going to be in there and judge me for liking the 49ers.
Is it a Hot Topic?
Spencer's. I mean, I don't know what they sell.
It's all the same. It's all the CDs in there, I guess.
No, Hot Topic is more of the look. Spencer's is more of the feel.
Yeah. Spencer's is the lifestyle. Hot Topic is if you want to look the part.
Yeah.
Spencer's is the real deal.
Oh, I want to look sad, but I'm not. I'll go shop at Hot Topic.
You go to Hot Topic, they have the chain wallets, but they still sell Nickelback CDs.
Yep. Spencer's is as if, oh, I'm sad about things. I want to put stuff in my body. Oh, look, there's the inflatables.
Wow. So, how about that lifetime membership? You still have that?
Yeah.
All right, good.
Yeah. Still a lifetime member. Working on my 10th free punch. They call it the brown eye card. They have to punch it in the hole. See? They're already trying to get me to buy more. It's the brown eye card. You have to punch it in the hole to get you that free earring. Because it is. That's all it is.
You got out unscathed. I, on the other hand, didn't. Like I mentioned before, whatever. I ended up with a bulge disc, when normal people get a bulge disc, we'll say this bottle is your spine, just like this, and this is the back of your spine. When normal people get a bulge disc, it either bulges out to one side or the other. Matt, when he got his actually bulged up. Oof. Mine went directly backwards. That's where all your nerves and everything run. Went directly backwards and pitched into my sciatic nerve. So not only did I have a bulge disc, which hurt the L5, that sucked, I still have leg pain that runs down my entire right leg.
Oh, yeah.
So that's slowly going away. A lot of stretches and all this other crap. So I pretty much worked myself out of my job. Because I went out for 3 months last winter.
Yeah, I remember.
Recuperated.
And I told you.
I was like, okay, I'm back to normal. I was like, back to 100%. Went back in. 3 months later, I was out again. Wasn't as bad as the first time, but it's been prolonged this time. Because now it's just strictly nerve pain. So I had to I was like, oh man, 17 years at one company. But it's like, if I keep going back, it's just going to be this for the rest of the career there. So I was like, well, I gotta get out.
And day one, and I'm sure everyone out there can agree with me, I've always said it, the average lifespan of a warehouse worker, a career warehouse worker, is 15 to 20 years. Doesn't matter what you're doing. If you're in the grunt of it, you're only good for 15 to 20 years before your body starts breaking down.
Yeah. Unfortunately, mine broke down.
Get in the office. People go to maintenance. They go to engineering and facility operations. They go to clerical in the office. They get out of the grind because they can't do it anymore. They've had knee surgeries. I worked with a dude that was on his third back surgery and was still trying to beat people and doing it.
I refuse to have back surgery. Even the doctor says, you don't want back surgery. No, I don't.
This dude was training me at the job to do a new function, and he's explaining what he's doing. And I'm like, listen, dude, I'll call him John Doe. I'm like, listen, John Doe, don't you have a newborn daughter? He goes, yeah. I'm like, and you're trying to run and gun over 200%? Why? He goes, because I can. I'm like, yeah, and how many back surgeries have you had? 2. And you're looking at a third if you keep it up? Yeah. I'm like, you plan on walking your daughter down the aisle? What is that supposed to mean? One more back surgery and you can be paralyzed, bud.
Yeah.
It's not worth it. Not worth it. And like you said, I got very lucky. My body was very resilient to the damage that may have caused most other people. And I was very fortunate. I was very fast at recuperating. My fingers lagged there for a minute. But
damn Spectrum.
5 megabytes per second. We promise you 50. Oh. Yeah, I was also promised 8. Yeah, no, dude. It just I got lucky. I got out. And the job I have now.
Yeah, my body just decided to just give out on me. That was it. I just gave out.
Our fans are trying to get in.
Fans trying to get in. People trying to get in.
Got to keep all the groupies at bay.
I guess so.
This podcast is so famous.
No, yeah. So that was, and going back, that's the whole reason why this pretty much got delayed for a long time.
Oh yeah.
Finally, I was just like, I kind of want to do this. I've really, even now working 5 days a week, I have more free time, and I'm not completely exhausted after I get out of work. So
well,
that's
I told
great.
you.
And I get out at 2:30 in the afternoon, which that's fantastic. That's at work at the warehouse. I was only 2 hours into my shift.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like, I want to do the podcast again. Except this time, like I said before, I don't want to make it topic specific. I just kind of want to go and do whatever.
No, I agree, man.
Yeah, so I turned on Brawlhalla.
Oh, God, yeah, you were talking earlier. Well, before we forget.
I think in the first episode we brought up Brawlhalla. That's actually one of the talking points.
It's funny, full circle.
Yeah, really.
Before we go too far, but that you were talking about, that's one of the games on your PS4 that doesn't make the jet engine sound.
All right, yeah.
That's Brawlhalla, Maneater, those. I started.
Maneater's about a shark. It's about a shark. But yes.
A very.
Whatever, just keep going.
Flaccid finned eating shark mode game.
That's right.
No, but those 2 games, dude, I hover over the icon, go to press X, and my PS4 is already.
That's weird.
I'm not even playing it yet.
Yeah.
No, but that'll get fixed this weekend. Actually,
I just had to clean mine.
I made the plan to get that fixed this weekend, so that's nice.
Like I said, if your brother can, you got that ticket, so.
Yeah, I know.
Fortunately,
all I gotta do is buy dinner for the kid, and I'm good.
You're cleaning your PS whatever?
PS4.
All right. The one.
Nope, I thought about it. It's gone. I had to sneeze.
Oh, all right.
Never mind.
Usually looking at a bright light will do that. It's not a light.
No, but there is a naked guy up there. Nope, never mind. That's just Elvira.
Ah, yes.
No, but yeah, no. All I gotta do is buy the kid. We're gonna go over and have some Chinese food for the kid.
Chinese food?
Hell yeah, it's good stuff.
It's a good date.
And I get my PS4 back to fully operational
again.
How
long did the last record or the last fix last?
About a year.
I guess that's.
But I'd had it for a few good years at that point.
I have a Gen 2. Not a Gen 1. It's a Gen 2.
I have a Gen... The terabyte was what? Gen 4?
I have no idea. I know mine was a Gen 2.
Gen
I had to look
3.
it up to take it apart to see what the actual layout was. That's
I think
all.
mine was a Gen... I think mine's a Gen 3 when the terabyte first came out.
Yeah, I didn't take all that crap apart, and the amount of dust that came out of that thing when I used that duster on it.
Oh,
it literally, it was a cloud. Because it's the first time I took it apart in almost 7 years.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Brawlhalla, man. I haven't turned that on in so long.
What's nice?
I'm not very good at turning things on, apparently.
Well, you've been married for how long? So
Well, I was actually going to make a joke about how we only have so many views. If we had 1,000 or something views, then yeah, I must be doing something right. All them fans out there.
That's my microphone.
Yeah, well, I gotta buy it dinner now.
It's a good thing.
Oh, I think it's pregnant.
It's a good thing.
Whore.
It's a good thing it's
Mike.
everyone else's mic.
I know, right?
All right. I keep mine close. I'm safe.
Oh, trust me. I'll make a whore out of it yet.
Just a little bit. Get back. I don't like you up in my stuff.
I don't like you all the way in.
Get out just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Just a tip.
Stay out here just a little
So
bit.
yeah, Brawlhalla.
It's good. Just like this. Stay right there. All right.
I haven't played that game in so long.
Yeah, I turned it on this morning. Played like 4 or 5 matches. I lost the first one because I forgot my third-party controller was slightly delayed.
Oh, the lag. Yep.
And then I was like, whatever. So and then after that I was fine, but I got so involved in
Fucking groupies. Groupies bringing us drinks.
That's mine.
Shh, groupies.
well, not anymore.
That's what you get for interrupting.
Shut up, cameraman.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, we're high budget.
We've upgraded.
Now. We have a
We have.
cameraman. We have a camera boy. It's like a pool boy, except I don't have a pool, so he's a cameraman. Boy, camera boy. We call him Steve.
Stefan. He's French.
Yeah, Stefanon.
Stefanino. Nah, dude. And you know what's funny? I actually thought about a week or two ago, I thought about playing Brawlhalla, and I don't know if you've probably noticed, like my gaming, now that I'm back on days, I have to readjust everything. I've been finding myself with a free hour or two every day, and I'm like, huh? And then I find myself playing a game, something else completely different. Like I've jumped back into Resident Evil, I've jumped back into Borderlands, back into Jedi: The Lost Order, The Fallen Order. Squadrons, have you tried that?
Still haven't. It's still in my library.
Oh.
I have not downloaded it. I haven't done anything with it. I actually
played
haven't,
it and-
other than this morning and yesterday morning, I think.
Because the original was on Nintendo 64.
All right.
Very original feel. I mean, I don't want to argue
that
with
was
the rest.
Rogue Squadron.
Rogue Squadron.
It's
I don't
pretty
want to
much
argue with the gaming community
the
out
same
there,
thing.
but to me, I don't know, it had that classic feel to it.
Yeah.
But with a newer system,
third-person point of view?
you can do first or third.
Oh, that's nice.
And they have the inverted flight, they have all that stuff. Which
Most of them do, but-
is weird as fuck, because when I go into a game, if I automatically start inverted, I'm fine. But for some reason, till today, fuck Warhawk. It was the only game I could not fly inverted.
That's
till
the game that
today.
made me not be able to do both. Like, it was strict inverted. Now I play any game. If up is up and down is down, I might as well read a whole foreign dead language and just not even know where I am. Like, I'm so lost.
Well, no, like-
oh boy, I have to think so hard about, okay, if I press up, my camera goes up. If I press down, and even after that, like, oh no, and then I look like the noob that's like facing down, spinning in a circle, not trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. Like, I everything's inverted.
When it comes to everything else, inverted or regular view mode, I'm fine. But flying games, if I'm going to fly, whatever control they give me first is what I have to play as that game forever. So Squadrons,
Choose wisely.
it's naturally inverted. So I'm like, okay, cool. Down is up, up is down. Killing things, having a great time, beating missions, getting gold medals. Well, this is awesome. And then I'm like, Oh, wait. Oh, wow. Let me try.
Wait, I don't do this.
Let me see if it's better with regular flight. Oh, crap. Going back to inverted. Couldn't even fly. First mission over, tried it.
That is a game I wish they would redo so bad, Warhawk. I don't know if the community would be there. Maybe they would be. Maybe the hardcores like me would be there.
The community was so huge back in the day.
It was pretty big.
I mean, if they redid that game, remade it, not remastered it, remade it.
Yeah, they just like they did with
Final Fantasy VII.
No, well,
remake.
Destroy All Humans.
Oh yeah,
they completely remade that game, and I saw that. I'm like, that's awesome. I didn't get it, but it's like in general, I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah,
I got the originals.
So do I.
1 and 2.
1 and 2.
On there. I think there's a 3.
I don't know.
I
only got the second one. I only got the first one because you said they were cheap, and then I stumbled onto the second one. Oh no, it was cheaper for me.
Something like that. I don't know. I can't remember what it was.
But then I found the second one while I was looking at the first one. I'm like, screw it, I'll get it.
Yeah, you might as well.
Yeah.
But yeah, if they redid Warhawk, I'd be so happy. Maybe I wouldn't be because I put so many hours into that game. I literally would play that for like 8 or 10 hours a day. Like that was, but that was also like no kids, no responsibility.
Well, you had the job, but that was it.
Yeah.
You had a girlfriend that didn't care what you did.
That was easy.
Because she sat beside you, smoked up half the time. Can't tell you how many times. What are you guys doing? Nothing. Playing Warhawk. I'm like, oh, all right. Where's so and so? Right here. Hi, Charlie. Stoned, isn't she? Yeah. Okay, let's play some Warhawk. But we were good though. We were a good combination, man. You took to the skies, I took to the ground.
That was fun. That was probably.
I was mean on the ground.
Probably the best I did in any video game.
And then Starhawk. I liked Starhawk.
Starhawk. I was just naturally good at that because I was good at Warhawk. So.
I mean, it was definitely much smaller scale. They scaled it down quite a bit.
The maps.
Some of those maps were huge in Warhawk.
Yeah. Well, no, actually, some of the maps were huge in Starhawk too. But most people played the medium and small maps, which whatever. I loved the fact that you could build on the go. Like when you build your base, you could build stuff anywhere. So like you fly one of those Hawks and drop a turret right in the middle, like drop it and then go, and then they got to deal with this huge turret. Like, oh God, what are we doing? I would do that so many times. I would drop turrets right outside the other base over and over.
You got back into Call of Duty, didn't you? Black Ops 4, I think is what it was. You still playing that?
No. Well, yes. But I actually didn't really play anything over the last week or so. Last week, almost 2 weeks, other than this morning. I turned that on. But well, again, being laid up, I had all the time in the world. I prestige 4 times. But you know what I noticed? It's so...
No, it doesn't look used.
No. It's so easy to prestige in that game now. Like the points,
I must be doing something wrong
the
then.
points just roll in. If you play the objective, the points just roll in. Like
I don't get it. I still don't get it. Answer me this, Call of Duty world. How in the fuck do you prestige that fast? Because I'll stay positive KDR. I will go for the objectives.
KD, I mean, that can get you places, but if you play the objective...
I do. I'm usually...
And this is another thing, too. When they have their bonus games, play those. Like, because you get that much more points. I wish they bring back Prop Hunt. That was so fun.
Prop Hunt.
I literally...
Till today, I still want to get Gmod for that.
That's all I played that whole week. That was the... I didn't play any...
Oh, yeah.
It was just Prop Hunt. It's like, this is way better than the regular Call of Duty game. This is so much better. It was so nerve-wracking, but fun.
I want to get Gmod just for that game.
Get it on PC if you have a laptop or something. It can't be that much to run.
No, with everything going on now.
What, there's COVID in the computer now?
No, dude, but they can do updates, packs.
Do you have to wear masks in the computer?
You have to get a digital vaccine. What happens is a needle comes out of your keyboard and pokes you in the dick.
And the pee hole.
Yep, right in the pee hole.
Well, so Prop Hunt, huh?
Yeah.
I guess it'd be worth it.
It would be.
Getting a job for it? No.
Oh.
Prop Hunt? All right, you got me.
So, got back from vacation. Didn't realize H2O Delirious, you know where he lives? North Carolina.
Oh, yes. I did know that.
Right near the coast.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. And here I am, smack dab in the middle of the fucking state on the coast, and I'm like, shout out to you, H2O. I'm going to come find you.
Oh, yeah. And the one time he'll watch this. What do you? Oh, jeez.
That's what I'm gonna do to H2O.
Yeah, I did. I
can't do it to mini H2O.
I did know.
Little H2O, little delirious.
Oh, yeah.
He's already on his second.
Is he?
Didn't even wait the 6 months. I think he waited the 6 weeks. And here comes little delirious too.
And go.
He's gonna have.
I actually turned Van House on last night. I didn't know he censors himself now.
Yeah.
Like,
well,
I was like, wow, I haven't watched this in a few years, but like, there's so much changed.
The group caught a lot of flack.
Well,
Just between some of the shit going on with Mini Lad, with the
I watched some
underage
of the old
shit.
episodes. I'm like now, like you can't say any of this stuff now. Like,
well, no, they still have episodes where they go, "Oh, don't worry, we know we're not making money off this," and boom, they tear ass through it.
well, there was somewhere they were doing what is one of those runs, the scary map there, the
Yep.
Gmod scary map.
Yep.
And on the sign of one of them it says, "This map is dedicated to faggot Brian." Like I'm like watching him like that you can't. That was 2014 too. Like that wasn't that long ago.
No.
Like I don't think you could do that. But hey, you know.
No, but
I'm gonna get
Mini
monetized
Lad,
or demonetized for that one.
Mini Lad with the underage thing.
I didn't know anything about. All I heard was there's like squabbles or something between them all.
Well, so Mini Lad, I'll give you a little backstory from what I know.
Oh boy.
Mini Lad went through some issues with Terrorizer, and then because that got blown out of proportion, and Terrorizer even gave him the chance. Goes, look, dude, own up to the truth, or I'm gonna expose it. Well, Mini Lad didn't, so he exposed it. Mini Lad came out to be the antagonizer in that one. So that went under the water. That went under. Everything was done with that. Then there was an issue with Mini Lad being caught. Something in regards to soliciting minors digitally. And I don't know.
While he like using his fame or beforehand?
Well, this is kind of like after, with everything going, like everything with Terrorizer, he parted away from the group. He was kind of like doing that medium, like where he's still got some following, but not as famous as he used to be.
Right.
There was some rumors, some speculation about him soliciting underage digitally, and I don't think there was anything like pictures or videos, but like certain things were being said and gestured, and he admitted to it, the rumor says, then he went and denied it. So that's kind of what put him in the shadows.
How do you admit to it and then deny? Like how does that work?
Louis got into some legal trouble, not legal trouble. He was borderline legal trouble with the real world because of relationship issues. That's why
The real world as in the show?
No.
Or real life?
Real life.
Oh, okay.
Real life, sorry.
So when was he on the real world?
As a matter of fact, YouTube kind of drummed him out because of it. Even though he came out and everything came out to be the guy was legit, not the bad guy.
Oh, like spousal abuse or something?
There was some domestic issues, yes. So shout out to Louis, man, because everything came clean, and they're like, oh, well, I guess Louis didn't do anything wrong and he isn't the bad guy.
Right.
But YouTube at that point was doing their algorithm shit and trying to drum everything bad publicity wise out of YouTube.
If anything that like went against any kind of community guidelines, which their community
it was a few years ago when it all started, if you remember. Well, then Wrecker, he had similar issues within the crew, not with domestic relationship partners, whatever.
He was touching members of the crew.
Him and Delirious, like he went at Delirious hard.
Jeez.
Like even tried like getting Delirious like into some bad shit. Like underage, trying to proposition. This is the rumor. I don't know if it's true or not.
Like to set him up?
Yeah, to get him to do a face reveal. Because he was being so tired of being the butt end of most of the jokes. Which shout out to my boy Don. Yeah, shout out to my boy Dahi, because look at that poor guy. That guy since day one has always been torn apart.
It's been either him or Delirious.
Him, Delirious, and Om for a while was getting some flack. But he always came back, and he always kind of rolled with it. Then
that's the weird thing about all that is like they're all gamers and they're all like you play video game. Like how many times do like especially John, like he's notorious for like just ripping on you.
God.
But like how many times we bust on you? Like who cares? It's a game.
I still play the next day.
Yeah, it's a game. Who cares? Like it's not like you're like ripping them down for their family life or something.
I guess in our respect, you know, we ain't nobody famous. We jam, but still, they make the money off that stuff. So like, when the shit goes south, you know, it'd be like me sitting here and tarnishing your leatherworking business, Tiki God Leather. We need a. Yeah.
They don't have to. There, it's on Facebook. They've already seen it. Self-promotion. My show.
Exactly.
Anyway.
So yeah. So then, but that's even where Marcel. Now, basically, I'm sorry to use the real name. I apologize. Basically, but everyone knows.
yeah. Like this show.
Basically, I guess had a hand in it, and then when he realized how far it was going to go, he kind of pulled out.
Really?
Which is why basically still the original crew is out of the original crew. You've got
dead.
Vanoss, Terrorizer, and Delirious. Now you
Nogla's not.
Nogla, yes, Nogla. Sorry, right. Nogla. So you got the original Four Horsemen right there. But now basically still in. He's in and out. Silent Droid, love that dude, fucking hilarious.
I remember when he came in.
Stark, Wildcat's
like a prick, but he's so
one of my
funny.
favorites.
He's
4-0.
like such a jackass, but he's so funny.
Moose Knuckle, these guys.
Is Panda there?
Jiggly Panda comes in from time to time. Yeah. He does a lot of his own stuff, not very often.
Is it a he?
Jiggly's a he.
I can't. I haven't, like I said, other than last night, I haven't watched it in so long. I can't remember.
Dude, Panda, Wildcat's one of my favorites. My all-time favorite.
I covered his theme song years ago.
Oh yeah, that's right. I remember that.
I can't remember the name of the band, but
yeah,
I covered his theme song.
No, yeah. Well, Vanoss will always be a fan favorite of mine. Delirious and Terra. The original four.
Right.
I'll go with that. Those guys will always be my favorite four. I will always watch at least those guys. Louis would be up there too if he was still rolling, but YouTube, I don't know if it's YouTube won't let him back.
He was, like, that was years ago. He was kind of pulling away from it anyway.
Because that's when everything was starting.
Oh, that's, all right.
Yeah, he started.
He just kind of like disappeared for a while. And Vanoss was like, well, he's just not recording videos anymore. So, all right, they're just keeping it under the wraps.
Well, within the crew, Vanoss has gone on, I don't know if Vanoss has gone on record officially. Vanoss has made remarks about the business within the crew is the business within the crew. What you
should be.
Exactly.
Any business should be run like, I mean, all right, they're a bunch of just like 20 or whatever year olds.
Oh, yeah, they're kids.
Playing video games.
They're all 20-somethings.
Yeah. They're playing video games, but I mean, if they're still making how many millions of dollars and everything, it's a business.
Oh yeah,
you gotta have an image. That's the one thing that's the thing that sucks about stuff like that. It happened with WWF back in the day. It happens with anything. If you get into it when it's early and they're really aggressive and raw, and it's like, wow, this is awesome, and then it just grows and grows. Then you got to watch your image, because then you start attracting other eyes outside of the initial fan base. Wrestling got huge. It went public. Now you have sponsors and everyone that goes in gives them money. Well, now you can't say certain things. Now you can't do certain skits. Now you can't do and then like the popularity just get. That's when you see it's still popular, but it like doesn't have
the punch.
Like it's like those really raw fans aren't there anymore. It's not catered to the people that were like so hardcore and diehard fans.
The people that followed careers.
Now it's like generic fans, like the
razzle dazzle.
Yeah,
they appreciate the flash.
Yeah, the dime a dozen fans.
Yeah,
it sucks. But it's like that catch-22. It's like you want to be big, this is what you get, and you got to cater to the whole group instead of just the few.
Yeah.
So it's like one of those things like. Very few artists actually stick with the originals. Like, Phil Anselmo's one that stuck with his original. Like, he had the opportunity. I mean, they were huge, and that's when the split happened with Pantera, where they're like, all right, you had Dime and Vinny were like, we want to do more radio friendly, still heavy. That's Damage Plan.
Yeah,
but
which
they wanted
was very good.
Yeah,
and hell yeah,
and they wanted more radio play, more to be bigger. And Phil was like, no. I want to stay to my roots. Like, this is where I came from. I don't want to do it.
Which is respectable.
And they went their separate ways. Yeah, and that's fine. I'm not saying this way or that way is good or bad, but there is a difference when you get so big, and now it's not the same as it was. Like, when I first discovered Vanoss back in, I think it was 2012, 2013, it was right before GTA came out, and I started watching it because they were playing Black Ops 2.
Yes.
That's when I got into it. It was right before, GTA 5. I got into it when they were playing, because we were playing Black Ops 2 like crazy.
Yep, and you got me into them.
Yeah, I don't even know how I like got into them. I think I was like, actually, because all right, when I play video games and I get locked into a game, because I'm the kind of person that plays like 1, maybe 2 games, maybe if I go crazy 3 at a time in like a 1 or 2 year span.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't like buy games and play it for like 2 months and buy a new. I don't. Anyway, when I get into a game, I want to learn as much about the game as possible. Like to the fact that, okay, what is the distance, the damage drop off of this gun versus the damage drop off of that gun? What's the spray of this gun? What does this attachment do? What's that attachment? Like I go crazy with it. So probably in looking for different things for finding like what was the best weapon to use, like the nice balanced weapon, I came across Vanoss, and they were doing all those like the ninja defuses and everything.
Oh yeah.
So I watched that and I laughed my ass off. I was like, "What is this?" Yeah, and then they got GTA 5, and they went into that, and that was like gold that came out of that.
Oh, it was a sandbox game. What do you expect?
Well, GTA, no.
GTA Online,
yeah, it was all over. But when they got into Gmod, a actual sandbox.
Oh yeah.
Then I was like, now it's just off the wall. I was like, this is great. But the problem is, like, as you're watching it, they keep getting better and better. It's like, this is awesome, but this sucks because you know there's going to be we're going to hit somewhere, and it's just not going to be as good.
It's going to taper.
Yeah. Luckily, I just, by chance, kind of drifted away from it. Not, I wasn't like, I'm not going to watch it anymore. I just stopped. And then, but then I come back years later, I'm like, what the hell happened? Like, what, they're censoring themselves? Like, it's just kind of... some of it seemed like written, like some of the jokes, and I was watching like one Wildcat mentioned that there's a red bus they were playing hide and seek, and it's like, oh look, it's a tomato bus, tomato bus, like they were like recycling an old joke, like the old banana bus thing.
Yep. Well, they still do the homers drawn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they still do that every time they do like Dryo, Scribblio, or something like that. You'll see Homer, and they still do the counter. Homer 300 or something like that.
Yeah, so it's definitely changed, but I mean, when you're making what Vanoss has like 25, 26 million subscribers.
He's he's in the top 10 for most subscribed.
He's got to make like I think I checked years ago, but he was maybe making like 10, 12, or 13 million a year. By playing video games with his friends, putting in some, like, literally he uses, well, at least...
Where's my money?
At the time, he used Sony Vegas, some sound effects, and just clips of games. And it wasn't even, like, fantastic editing. It was just, like pre-made like effects. He threw them in, but it was like just so well done. It's like which is perfect for a great example for anyone who goes into any kind of movie. You don't need crazy effects or anything. You just need them put at the right place at the right time. Like timing is everything in comedy. Timing.
Punchline.
Yeah. And it was put together so well. It was hilarious. Like the Call of Duty stuff, I think was.
Well, if you remember, Louis Calibre actually he started out with the Squeaker Squad.
Yeah.
He was the little boy that would go in there and talk trash and get people pissed.
Yeah.
And then he went to the Vanoss crew, and they found it, and they loved it. Like till today, one of my favorite of all time GTA 5 Vanoss Gaming Crew videos was when the video starts out with Louis. He goes up to one of the prostitutes in the game. Oh, well, hey there, pretty lady. Vanoss comes over. What's going on here? Oh, nothing. Do you realize that boy's only 5? He's not a grown man. Yeah, you're under arrest. And they beat the hooker to death. Till today, one of my all-time favorites.
They I think what was it? Oh, it was a Gmod episode, and they had all the what was it Dragon Ball Z characters, and I can't even remember the context of it. I'd have to look it up and show it to you later. But they were like, and they had all the I think it was Dragon Ball Z characters, and they were all like dummies that were set up, but they could maneuver them in any way they wanted, and they had them all set up in different positions, some sexual, some not.
Oh,
but the commentary that went along with it was beyond gold. I think I laughed so hard I was crying in some of them.
I think I remember that one because they do something. They do something with Krillin's head up somebody's ass.
Yes,
if I remember correctly. Yes. I remember that video. Just so you know, Vanos, I have watched every single video you have put out as far back as I can.
Oh my god!
You wouldn't blow that dude for $1 million?
$1 million? Mouth breather. $3 million.
That's aiming high, man.
$3 million.
For a spot on that crew and $100,000, I'd do it.
$3 million. Because $3 million just on. I've discussed this with guys I used to work with many times. $3 million, you can live off the interest alone. It'd be about $63,000 a year on interest off $3 million. Give or take a few hundred.
So you're saying $4 million would be a better asking price?
Mm-hmm. Okay. 40, 10. Yeah.
40-10 split. Copy.
60. Yeah.
60-10 split.
That
Got
would
it.
be good. That would be very good.
No, but
So how was it down in Texas? What was the mask mandates and everything down in Texas?
Texas.
Yeah, didn't you go to Texas or you just went down to North Carolina?
North Carolina, yeah.
Oh, I thought you went to Texas.
No, hell no. I'm not driving all the way to Texas. No offense, Texas. I am not driving fucking halfway across the country. No, North Carolina. Weather was great, dude.
Yeah.
Even with this Hurricane Irene shit going on. Sorry for anybody going through it. I do feel for you. Dude, it just great weather. Even the little spot of rain we had.
Where did you stay on the beach?
Outer Banks.
Yeah.
Literally, dude, like I said, our place set up the way it was, beach house, beautiful place. 50 feet from the ocean. I mean, I could walk to the 3rd floor balcony, look out, smoke a cigar, drink a cup of coffee, and watch the waves roll up onto the sand.
Yeah.
Every morning.
That's how beach places usually work. It's awesome.
So nice.
Hi, daughter.
Saddle girl.
I should play that during it. It's not going to get monetized anyway for this.
Yeah, I know, right?
Doesn't really matter.
What are they going to do? Sue us for royalties of all the money we make off this?
Oh, yeah. I get sued for my royalties off my monies.
God, you can have 100% of whatever I have, and that's...
Nah, especially after your ticket.
Fuck you.
What was that ticket again?
Jerking off while driving. Apparently you're not supposed to do that, eat a cheeseburger, and have the cell phone up near your mouth all at the same time. You can do one of the 3, but you can't do all 3. Gotta love the old Yankee York. Marius, whatever. Edit that, please.
That's why I'm deepening my
What?
voice so you can't.
It doesn't matter about the voice, camera boy. Shush. We don't pay. We don't have enough money to afford a 3rd talent on this show.
We had 4 people on here before. No one got paid.
Well, with 3 of them being drunk, sloshed, that only equated to about 1 full person because only about 1/3 of your brain activity was functioning.
That's true. I was watching old clips from the old show. I was putting them on the group chat there.
Yeah,
Some old
saw a few of
episodes
them.
of shows and stuff. Some of the stuff, I'm like, oh, God. I think Ty's embarrassed about some of it. He's like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, because even of all people, Ty of all people has been the quietest in the group.
Ty's like a half family man now, though. So he's got a nice house and like, he's different.
He doesn't have any kids though.
He's like grown up. Yet.
Not yet.
Yeah, but he's like grown up now. It's weird.
We're gonna have to molest him again, repress his memories back to a childhood state that we can work with. Get him back to the old punch drunk. Baby albums, bro. Oh God. Till today, if you got that clip, you hear me in the background. I can't do this. I fucking run.
I'm sure it's on one of them. I can't remember what one is. I can't remember what one is on.
Oh, it was bad. That was bad.
Baby albums, bro.
That's just
I'd have to go through them all again. Like
crossed so many lines.
I want to find that lost episode. I do want to find that.
If you could find that lost episode, we'll have to go through and clip it. So that
I might as well just delete the whole thing.
Oh no! I mean, you could play every time somebody took a shot.
I do remember by the end of the show, I was sitting, over here. And by that time, I was completely blitzed.
Oh, yeah.
I was sitting over here.
You guys went through a whole fucking... There was like 10 or 12 beers alone on the desk. Add that to the fact that that bottle of vodka he brought was unopened, and they kept pouring themselves shots.
We didn't pour ourselves anything, you Nazi. You're the one that did. You're not even a Nazi. You didn't take anything away. You just gave. You're like the Gandhi of alcohol. Take some of this. It's very good.
Make peace and vomit, not war.
Is that racist? Whatever. So,
yeah. Camera boy.
East.
Check that out.
Ask Daddy.
I want to ask you, I love you.
and that's it.
All right. Good night, folks. Here's your water.